imefanya tumekosa chakula, wametuletea kanga
kwa ile tulikuwa
mbolea.
Carbon credits are in themselves promoters of climate change. Climate smart agriculture, which is being pushed there, is in itself a promoter of climate change. What we are saying, the Kenyan government should not lie to Kenyans that they are going there to present their plans of reducing emissions, yet they are lifting the ban on GMO. GMOs have got a direct impact on climate change. Heavy use of chemical fertilizers come with GMOs. So we want the Kenyan government to tell us how they expect to reduce emissions by promoting a food production system that in itself is promoting climate change.
We cannot be food secure when we are relying on international solutions. We had our own granaries growing our own food. We had abundant food. But along the way, we were deceived. The way somebody quoted some years back, that when the Muzungus came, they had the Bible in their hand. We had our land. Now they told us to pray while closing our eyes. When we opened our eyes, they had the land and we had the Bible. They are still doing the same thing on our farms. We are having our farms, but on our farms, we are planting their seeds, we are using their fertilizer. They have preached against using our own indigenous seeds. They have preached against using organic manure. So they have made us slaves on our own farms.
Akiwa huko akiongelelea maneno ya climate change, we know that they are the perpetrators wenye wamekaa huko. Wakisha perpetrate, wanakuja kutuambia wanakuja na suluhisho, zenye pia si suluhisho za ukweli. Tumeongelelea maneno ya carbon credit, na mimi husema ni tsunami inakuja Kenya. Tunajulisha wakaazi wa Kenya, wakulima, tusidanganywe atutupande miti, lazima pia tujiulize hizi miti tunapanda juu ya nini.
Right, from that we get to matters business. Now the Central Bank of Kenya reassured the public that the country's banking sector remains stable and adequately capitalized following the circulation of false reports suggesting imminent changes to the sector's operations. Alan Owino reports.
As the Kenya Tea Board marks 100 years Kenya tea commercialization, stakeholders present have called for measures
circulating online. The Central Bank of Kenya has moved swiftly to deny claims that it is planning any temporary adjustments to the banking sector. One of the fabricated letters dated 13th November suggested that the CBK would introduce withdrawal limits on assets held by Kenyan banks starting the 18th of November 2024. The letter also mentioned the 7-day closure of all Kenyan banks from the 25th of November for internal and external audits. In an official statement, the CBK clarified that these rumors are baseless and part of a malicious attempt to cause unnecessary panic within the financial sector. The CBK emphasized that no such measures are being implemented and that Kenyans should continue their banking activities without concern. The CBK also highlighted that all official communications are made available on their website and social media platforms. Kenyans were urged to verify any news regarding the banking sector through these channels, as any misleading or false information is in violation of Kenya's Computer Misuse and Cybercrimes Act. The Central Bank reiterated that the banking system in Kenya operates under a robust regulatory framework designed to ensure its stability, with measures in place to protect depositors' interests. Alan Owino for K24.
Now, the government, in partnership with the Tea Board of Kenya, is strategizing to repositioning the tea sector in order to promote and market the cash crop and ensure its national GDP grows from the current 2% to 10%, making the sector a key pillar in transforming the economy of the country. Now, speaking during the Kenyan Tea Centenary celebrations in Mombasa, PS Agriculture and Livestock, Dr. Paul Rono also called for review of taxes linked with tea sector and value addition of the cash crop to increase foreign earnings.
As the Kenya Tea Board marks 100 years Kenya tea commercialization, stakeholders present have called for measures to promote growth of the tea sector, which holds over 800,000 farmers and play a key role in the foreign exchange earning in the country.
We have the opportunity to capture an untapped market on the continent. We are currently producing tea at optimum.
Led by Principal Secretary Dr. Paul Rono, they have called for review of over 42 taxes imposed on the sector, reduction of production cost, and increase of local tea consumption.
We have reviewed also the taxes which are facing tea.
According to the Tea Board of Kenya CEO Willy Mutai, Kenya leads in black tea export, contributing to over 24% of the global tea markets, and the plans to invest on value addition will avoid selling of tea in bulk, hence increase foreign earnings.
Kenya is the largest exporter of black CTC tea in the world, commandeering 30% of the global market share. We are also on track to diversify our product offerings to ensure that we present a product that meets the diversified interests of the ever-changing customer base.
As opposed to general auction, we need to move away and have what is called strategic sales, target markets, and we'll be having trade mission, tea trade mission, whereby we target a number of clients.
The strategy of coming up with the Kenya Trade Tea Mission to explore new markets in conjunction with KTDA and KTB, the introduction of subsidized fertilizer, reviewing of structure of storage, embracing of technology and digital market are some of the measures championed by stakeholders present.
We must share the unique story of Kenyan tea domestically, emphasizing its quality and health benefits to inspire a culture of tea appreciation, both locally and internationally.
We are also working on developing a college that will actually be able to train a lot of our young people as they come into industry to develop the knowledge and expertise to drive the industry.
Bonfas Msangi, K24, Mombasa.
All right, now Cooperative Bank of Kenya recorded a net profit of 26.8 billion shillings for the third quarter of 2024, representing an 8.5% year-on-year growth. Now, this performance was driven by increase in customer loans and deposits, supporting growth in both interest and non-interest income. Now, the bank's unaudited results for the period ending September 30th, 2024 showed total operating income rose to 59.2 billion from 53.4 billion in 2023. Interest income income from loans increased by 24.5% to 39.4 billion, while fee income from transactions such as loan processing and foreign exchange also saw significant growth. Right away from that, French hospitality giant Novotel is expanding its footprint in Kenya, citing the country's strategic location and abundant tourist attractions as key growth drivers for the sector. Now today in Nairobi, at the launch of Novotel's 9th outlet in Westlands, Group General Manager Fabio Gonçalves shared their commitment to partnering with local stakeholders to boost the industry and create job opportunities for Kenyans. This launch comes as Kenya prepares for a surge in inbound tourism ahead of the festive season.
With the support, of course, of Kenya Sustainability, really strong projects, the mindset, the structures, we have everything which is we enabled us actually to succeed in this task from day one, from the day we opened, we were able to succeed. So that means in a hotel we have actually water bottles, there are no weight is in plastic, where the wet amenities like shampoo, shower gel, there's no single use, so everything is reusable, and we have different ways how we can have the zero plastic single use, which is really zero in the hotel.
Now, Kenya's film and television industry is on the rise, with a growing number of productions gaining international recognition. However, to truly compete on a global stage, the industry must prioritize technical excellence, particularly in sound design. Recognizing this need, the Multi-Choice Talent Factory, in partnership with the U.S. State Department and U.S. Embassy in Nairobi, hosted a groundbreaking sound design masterclass. Now, the event brought together over 70 sound engineers, producers, and directors to enhance their skills and knowledge, aiming to elevate the quality of Kenyan productions.
Enthusiasts was to debunk the myths that surround sound design. For us to be able to do this masterclass, it's only been made possible because of the partnership that we arrived at with the U.S. Embassy, the American Film Showcase program, that was very receptive to our idea, and really based on some of the baseline information we provided and the studies that have been done in the area of what are the skills gaps in sound training in Kenya.
This initiative is also part of an ongoing effort by the U.S. government to build bridges through cultural exchange programs and support the creative industries in Kenya.
All right, that's business news for you. We will be back in a few with some sporting action.
Have you watched K24? We would love to hear from you. Send us your feedback on what you like and what you don't like and why. You can use any platform to reach us. We can be reached on Facebook, Twitter, and WhatsApp.
At People Daily, we believe small actions lead to monumental changes. As we commit to a greener future, embrace simple steps, reduce, reuse, and recycle. It's time to go green. Kua Green. Switch off unused lights, opt for reusables over disposables, and support eco-friendly